Hi, and welcome back to another entry in My Christian Story. Today we're exploring different ways to protect your children with godly application. My people, welcome to the magical world of storybooks where imagination knows no limits. I'm thrilled that you're here. Remember, each one teaches one, so I encourage you to share the video and your thoughts and engage by leaving a comment. Thank you for joining me. Now, let's dive in. The Bible says, "Be not forgetful how you entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." Finding the perfect book to capture your child's attention and imagination can be a bit of a challenge. It is easy to gravitate toward the favorites from our own childhood or latest trending titles, especially those tied to movies or TV shows. But let's remember that the influences we invite into our homes can really shape our children's experiences. With that, do you know that a stranger can be in the form of an angel or a demonic spirit, depending on what you entertain? Remember, the devil is a photocopying machine. Whatever God does, he tries to imitate. The word said, "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light." What does this have to do with the books your children read? Let's take the Cinderella story, for example. It was one of my favorites growing up. As my mother suggested reading, it would have become one of my top choices. I still remember my favorite line, even though I didn't quite get it then. It was, "Bibbidi bobbidi boo." The tale of the magical godmother who came to solve all of Cinderella's dilemmas, transforming animals into humans and giving her the most stunning ball gown. I was enchanted by all this. Do you remember the books you read that sparked your imagination? Titles like Mills and Bones, Nancy Drew, and the Hardy Boys. How did they make you feel? And in what ways did they inspire you then and even now? Let's take a closer look at this from a spiritual perspective. Using this part of the Bible verse, "Be careful what you entertain," in mind. After reading that book, my imagination was activated. I was so inspired that I went outside, found a stick, and started practicing my version of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Or I would switch to Abracadabra, this one I heard somewhere. I can remember now how I felt in that moment. In the natural, I was playing around, but in the spiritual, I was practicing witchcraft. Did I know that? Do you think your children know that? Most importantly, do you know that as a parent? What meaning did they attach to the stories they read? Let me explain using the parable of the sower. Here we have these seeds and the soil that will represent your children. 1, some fell by the wayside. 2, they fell in stony places. 3, those that fell amongst thorns. And 4, seeds that fell in good soils. My question to you is, what kind of soil are you tilling? What I'm about to do is flip the verse, not change the word, to explain so that you will understand the point I'm trying to bring across. So the seeds that fell by the wayside represent the children who read these books but failed to find any genuine imagination or value in them. Why is that? Because they are protected and they know the Spirit of the Lord. Their parents have taught them how to engage with the right people, and they are raised and nurtured in the Word, and often mimic behaviors they observe around them. In other words, practice what they learn. Those who fell in rocky places sparked their curiosity and engaged their thoughts, but the children didn't invest the effort to cultivate or nurture these beliefs. As the Bible says, "Resist the devil and he will flee." The seeds that fell among thorns are at risk as the devil prowls around searching for those he can devour. If your child appears as an empty vessel, it becomes an inviting target for dark influences, drawing in 7 demons eager to fill that void. These are the children who emulate what they have learned or witnessed. They are easily enticed into or engage into harmful behaviors. As a result, their true potential is suppressed both mentally and naturally. These seeds that fell in good soil are the child characterized by fertile imagination. These children are fully captivated by these stories, transforming from fairy tales like Cinderella to fantasy series such as Harry Potter, immersing themselves in the world of witches, spells, and incantation. They dabble in these themes without proper parental guidance to help them make informed choices which can lead to potential concerns. Is that a bit over the top? All right, let me bring it back to Bible reality. Have you read about the two men in the cave who were possessed by demons, or the witches in Acts who threw down their witchcraft books because they saw the true power of God, or the warlock who captured an entire city? What happened to them? What led them to practice witchcraft? What tools or methods did they use in their craft, and what sparked their interest in it from the beginning? What spirits did they entertain? I cannot emphasize your role in being connected to God as a parent. It is your duty to shepherd your children, not only naturally but also spiritually. Your ministry begins at home. Be better gatekeepers for your children. Filter the content that entertains them. I encourage you to replace these books with those that align with your faith. Arm them with seeds that will develop into good fruits. Foster and maintain an environment with God in it. Remember these points. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. So what did we learn? The Bible advises us to cast away all vain imaginations. I am referring to the children who were under heavy spiritual attack, much like the two men in the cave. These are children who silently struggle against demonic forces. The reason for their turmoil is that the demonic spirits they once entertained are now manifesting in their lives, leading them to either withdraw or to act out. This is a result of the book they engage in, one of the results, which carry attached spirits that aim to destroy the reader through ignorance. Suffer the little children to come unto me. Who is welcoming your child into their sheepfold? Be careful what you open them up to. It may seem harmless, but it doesn't align with your beliefs, and don't entertain it. Until next time, parents, I implore you, let's take account and accountability for a child's spiritual atmosphere and growth. Train your child up in the way he should grow, and he will never depart from it. Until next time, parents, I hope you find peace in God's love.